All right.
Are we starting?
Are we actually
Are we?
rolling?
I'm rolling audio.
We're rolling right now.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2. Okay.
Welcome back to another episode of the Geek Guild. This is the second podcast, and we're gonna be talking about a few things.
Whoa, wait.
Hmm.
The mic's working, finally.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right. Sync again. 3,
Yeah.
2,
1.
No, it was working. I'm just saying. I'm saying because last weekend the mic wasn't working.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
It's
Alright.
okay.
yeah.
It was
So
a funny
we
joke.
remember we said at the end of the last one, it was like the next goal is to get this mic to work, and it's working. So see, now you can hear me nice and clearly.
There you
Kinda
go.
cold. All right. Anyways, as you can see, we kind of changed things up a bit. We started with a different angle, more decorations, background. We got the third mic finally working. And so, last time we talked basically some general news and a little bit about the Joker as like the preview for it, and the people that managed to watch it, 2 out of 3 on the table managed to watch it, and so we can't really go over it. We'll go into more detail later on. We'll give you guys more time to watch it as well because it's only been like a week since we started recording, and it's just a good movie.
Yeah, it came out last weekend. So
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It was
I've heard mixed
a
reviews.
spectacle to see.
Yeah,
I've heard mixed reviews.
mixed reviews, but my opinion, I think it was a good movie. It's fantastic. Anyways, moving on. I believe you had something you wanted to show us. Let's get
Oh,
that out of
so
the
we're
way.
gonna go. We're gonna start with that.
I kind of want to start with that. 'cause
Actually, yeah, I'm
Okay.
curious.
You got me hyped.
Okay.
We're gonna start with.
So, well, first of all, before we get into this topic,
All right.
I just wanna I wanna hear your opinion over this whole thing about. I remember the last time we talked about all the Spider-Mans and etc. like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the spider people.
So, your honest opinion over Sam Raimi's, which is what started the whole Spider-Man universe. What is your honest opinion about those movies?
I enjoy them. 3 was a little bit much. But I enjoyed the first 2 Spider-Man. I thought that they were pretty nice. If to get a little bit more specific, I do believe Tobey Maguire was a bit of a better Peter Parker than a Spider-Man. Because
Yeah, on the you're saying on the nerd aspect of it, like of
Yeah.
the being the
like
total
the more
dweeb or
meek
total
and
geek.
mild
Yeah.
type person. Yeah. Although I did enjoy his performance as Spider-Man. You know.
I heard on that he was a huge trouble on set to work with.
Was he?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know
Diva.
specifically. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I heard things like diva. I
Ooh,
heard,
he's a prima
Wow.
donna.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
but my honest opinion about it, I think the third one was a stretch. And to be honest, Sam Raimi did not want Venom.
Mhm.
He just wanted the story to revolve around Sandman.
Yeah.
Right?
Which seemed even more, entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, if
To
you
me.
if you watch the movie again, you'll notice, like a hardcore notice, that the story mainly revolves around Sandman,
Yeah.
and they just used Venom as a secondary character. Like it just randomly just threw him in there, like if he was, you know, it was funny because they never really specified his origins. It just some blob fell from space and somehow was attracted to him,
Mhm.
to Peter.
Happen like that in the comics.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
they like in the movie they never really like specified, like it just happened.
It just happens.
It just happened.
Yeah.
So in the comics, you do know that's how it starts, but it fell. It found its way onto the bike, and then it attacked him while he was sleeping. And then they took it to the lab and whatnot. But it was all like fast paced. Yeah, it was really really fast paced.
You
That's
could
my
al-
downside.
You could almost tell, like, as if the
Um,
director didn't
but
really care.
As for Tobey Maguire, I would agree with you
Yeah.
that it was a good Peter Parker. I just think he is too old. looking
Yeah.
for that. It is very, very
To be a high schooler, yeah.
weird. Yeah, you see Flash Thompson.
And he
Looks
looks
like he's
yoked out of his mind.
30 years old, dude. He's
Yeah.
just like, what?
His face is like definitely like, what are you still doing here?
Yeah, like, what are you doing here? Is this assault? Like, man. But yeah, so with that being said, people have said so much bad out of his performance.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna show you a trailer, a fan made trailer that is insanely hilarious.
I want to act on stage.
Thanks.
Hey, MJ. I don't know if you realize this, but we've been neighbors since I was 6, and I was wondering if maybe we could get together sometime, do something fun, or I don't know, thought it'd be time to get to know each other. Or not.
Pete, look, you're changing. Your Aunt May and I don't even know who you are anymore. You shirk your chores. You have all those weird experiments in your room. Just be careful who you change into.
Hey, it's me again. Come on, try me. Can I take your picture? Perfect. Shazam! Hello? You there? Where is she? Hey!
Buzz off.
Tell me, would it be so dangerous to let Mary Jane know how much you care? Everybody else knows.
What have you done? What have you done?
I feel excited, and at the same time, terrified.
That is like my favorite trailer. It sums up exactly what I thought about that film
Excuse me.
and Tobey Maguire's performance.
Wait.
Yo, that movie fire. When does it come out?
2020.
You stay over there with your mouth full of food.
Oh my god.
Dude, was that not the best thing you've ever seen?
No, it sucked. What are you talking about? Oh
What do you
my-
mean it sucked?
Hold on, wait. Actually, all right.
It is incredibly well put together.
It is well
It-
put.
it's a
It
fantastic
changes the
The whole
whole
story.
mood, right? Like it changes like the diction. It changes the meaning. It changes the plot completely, and it's weird how just rearranging some things
Exactly.
and putting some different.
But that, I mean,
music.
that just speaks to the film of how they portrayed this Peter Parker.
You could do that to anything though.
But he's insanely stalkerish in that film. How is he always around?
I mean, it's portrayed as like it just happens. Like it was meant to be, like fate.
Mm-mm.
No.
He's incredibly stalkerish,
No.
dude.
That's
The
creepy,
whole
dude.
film.
I'm mad. Like I saw that, I was like, no, they did not just do that.
It's
Like,
incredible.
Blowing
I just
up
ruined
on
it. I just ruined that movie
What are you
forever.
Everybody knows. Why don't you just tell?
Bro, when he said it, he looked at her and they said, "Dude," I was like, "Oh hell no."
Why don't you just tell MJ how you feel? Everybody knows.
Bro,
Well, he is.
why
He's
was
going to
there-
tell her.
why was there a line like he says, "Where is she?" And I immediately thought of like the Batman. Where is she?
Yeah.
God damn it.
So that was my favorite trailer so
Again.
far that I've seen.
That's
Um,
fantastic. Where do you find these?
I can't
things?
wait until that movie comes out.
Right?
So that movie comes out.
Yeah, we're gonna review that version of Spider-Man.
You guys suck.
Oh,
You
dude,
suck.
I ruined that movie for real for everyone.
Oh my.
It was amazing. I hands out to whoever made that trailer. I really don't know.
Yo,
who made
that
it,
was
but
actually a really
that was a
good job.
brilliantly made trailer.
It
Very
really
nice
was.
edits.
It was good.
That was
Yeah.
nice.
Anyways, nah, I think that might have actually been like more entertaining than actually watching like the previous trailer, like the original trailer.
Yeah, well, honestly I don't remember the original trailer, but I do know that was like super like, you know, brand new. Nobody's
Yeah.
ever really done a
Yeah.
superhero of Spider-Man to that caliber.
Yeah,
Mr. Rat over there, can you please stop with the
Hey,
paper?
hey, stop with the crumbling. We picking that up, bud.
I hear.
Said Mr. Rat.
Raton.
Sorry, we got a rat infestation here.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Sorry, Elzio.
Damn.
Dang.
No, slugs.
He just
Sorry.
got called a rat and a slug.
A slug. Somebody go pour some salt on him.
Oh my. No, he's already salty enough. Look at his face. We're bullying him now. We do not condone bullying.
We did not condone bullying. Bully's
Poor-
the cameraman.
Poor cameraman. Poor cameraman.
All right.
Sorry, buddy.
All right,
Anyways.
quick question, bud. How much time have we been rolling for so far?
We have 11.
About 11?
About 11.
Yeah, 11 minutes so far. We're about to hit
That's
12.
crazy, bro.
I think we should just roll with it, man.
Just
You
roll.
want
Just
to
roll with it. Let's.
you want to talk about the CW?
Yeah. Well, what you got for the CW?
So you know how like there's like a bunch of work in the progress of like a crossover event that's supposed to like, you know, be
Hold on.
Crisis of Infinite Earths.
What in what talking about what though?
So like
Supergirl,
the-
Flash, and all
like,
this other stuff.
Yeah. So like the Arrow, the Flash, Supergirl, Batgirl, all that, right? DC's
Yeah.
Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
So there's supposed to be this huge crossover event, right?
Yeah.
To where, you know, there were like announcements saying like Brandon Routh. You remember Superman Returns?
Yeah.
All right. So he acts as the Atom in DC's
Yes.
Legends of Tomorrow. He's reprising his role as Superman, right?
Okay.
And his like they released his costume and everything and him in it. He looks like he's bulked up. He looks amazing as the Kingdom Come Superman because that's the costume, you know, with the black background and the red S. He looks amazing, right? So I'm really hype about that.
My honest opinion, man. I tread lightly with CW.
Yeah,
They have good concepts, and
They
then
do.
they just fail to execute sometimes.
I agree with that.
Supergirl was
It's
a
pretty trash.
prime example. I expected something, and it completely did not live up to that. What is the Black Lightning? Did the same thing.
Black Light. I was so hyped for Black Lightning.
Yeah, and they didn't do it justice.
Like,
Arrow.
the
I mean,
opposite.
Arrow was good.
Arrow's
Arrow was
yeah.
one of my favorite ones,
I
and
like-
Flash. But Flash, I think they
Scott-
were doing too much too quick.
Yeah.
And it was very repetitive. It was the
Yeah,
same
it's got
formula
repetitive.
over and over again.
Mhm.
And then Arrow fell into that same pattern.
Yes.
What made Arrow more, in my opinion, what made Arrow more like relatable was how humanizing it was. It was about, you know, it was more grounded. It wasn't a lot of metas and a lot of like flashy powers and stuff like that. That was just my opinion, obviously. I don't know. I honestly have to see you know, if they do justice, because they tend to bounce off a lot.
Honestly, I'm just really hyped for the reprisal of the Superman, and also I just read that there's gonna be like, you know, a little like nuance or a little nod to Michael Keaton's Batman.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm pretty hyped to see that.
So, which one was it? You know, speaking of that, do you think he was one of the better Supermans?
Brandon Routh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
just silly
For
uncomfortable.
me, I can appreciate the try. I can appreciate the attempt, right? He, I don't know. For me, it seemed like it kind of lacked emotion, if that makes sense.
Yeah, his performance, you mean?
It was
It
pretty
was very,
bland.
very. He was I saw him like I was a kind of like a poker face or just a stone
Yeah.
face is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, very
Stone
stoic.
face. Yeah, very just
Yeah.
like not enough emotion to his face. Which I do praise that this I don't know his name the big guy who played the recent Superman.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry.
Mhm.
I did like that. He showed a lot of like emotions in his
Yeah,
face.
he showed a lot more emotion.
Minus the incident with the mustache. That was trash. That was a joke. But yeah, that was trash.
You can tell the huge DC fans here. I'm over here like, I
Yeah.
don't know that much.
It's honestly, I like Henry Cavill. And I like the older Supermans. The name escapes me.
Yeah, I know which one you talk about. The first Superman.
The first Superman. Right.
Yeah, he did that for forever.
For a while,
Forever.
even when he became like paraplegic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what? I don't remember. Fact check. I don't know.
No.
Please.
But yeah, we want to do him justice. But yeah, I mean, my nitpick on that was I didn't like the whole thing where they forced them to try to look like Clark Kent, where with the eye contacts it was blue eye contacts. It just, it did not work.
I mean,
it looked bad.
It did.
It
looked unnatural.
Unnatural.
Yeah.
Like how
Yeah.
bad did it look, dude? Like Green Lantern CG bad or?
No,
Not
because it was
that
contacts. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't like here. Let me show you.
But like it kind of looked
Alright. So.
You know how like really really bright blue eyes just look unnatural sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like neon, almost neonish.
It looked like way more unnatural than that.
So what you're telling me is that he
So-
legit looked like a comic book character or something?
You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It just looks weird.
Cause like,
By now we probably have a picture for you guys to see, but I'm still.
but don't get me wrong, like blue
yeah, I'm
eyes
still trying to
usually
find
look
it.
amazing, right?
Did
But,
he look like the Blue Eyes White Dragon? I'm sorry.
Stop.
It's time to.
Ooh, I just peeked.
Ooh, my bad.
My bad. That's our fault.
Yeah.
Ear rape warning.
Okay.
Stop.
This is it.
That's what it's called. Ooh.
Yeah, his eyes. I don't know. Like it's okay. It's not like the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But it's just I can honestly tell.
You
they're
can
contacts.
tell 100%.
They're contacts.
Yeah.
I
Like,
guess I see what you
His
mean.
eyes are irritated.
like those look like
Those baby blues are turning baby red.
Stop.
They also kind of look like they were drawn on with chalk.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Alright, let's save some face for that guy and move on to a different
Yeah.
subject.
No, but I mean,
Brandon
don't get me wrong. It was
Routh
good. He was
plays
good.
well,
He did it well.
right?
I'm not gonna diss on him. It was
Um,
just that's all on
He
costume
plays the
design.
Atom really well.
Yeah, that was costume design's choice.
Yeah.
Honestly, and the director's
Yeah.
decision to do it.
Speaking of costume design choice
my
for
God.
that movie,
I know where
you
he's
know,
going.
you know, he was wearing a piece like below the belt.
Was he?
Yeah, he was wearing like a big old cup because like.
Oh,
they
to
were-
add.
Yeah, they were adamant on like no, Superman is immaculate, right?
A stud.
So they were actually
Cha-ching.
like arguing over like how
So
big
what was
the
he
piece
doing?
should
Wearing a
be.
jockstrap?
He was wearing
He
like
was
a
wearing
cup.
Or just a
full-on
cup?
baseball
He was,
Oh,
he was wearing
Jesus.
like a big old cup. And they were like the costume and production crew were arguing like, you know, how big it should actually be.
Yeah, it's funny how this isn't. This is actually a thing. It's funny. It's actually a thing. You know, it's really weird, but
They pay attention to
yeah, they pay
everything.
attention to everything
Like, every
as
detail
much
has
as
to be
that.
immaculate,
Yeah.
right? At least in their eyes, you know, because when it comes out in post,
Yeah.
right,
That's what I call
it could
false advertisement.
Mm.
please cut that out. But
Okay.
if like when it comes out in post and like it just doesn't seem natural, where it doesn't seem good to the person who's editing it, right? More times than not, they're gonna re-record, they're gonna re-roll that, right?
Yeah.
So like all the attention to detail that costume and like on-set production does is pretty like
It's immaculate, man, and the job of their own, man. That's why movies take particularly so long to. There's so many moving parts.
And like usually they're already halfway through recording once
Yeah.
it's announced.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Like for instance, Fast 9, they're already on their 16th week. They just wrapped up this past week with John Cena finishing all his parts. But you don't see any trailers. You don't see really a lot of topics. And not 9. Yeah.
Fast 9.
Fast 9. They're and actually while they were filming in Scotland, Universal actually met up with Vin Diesel to talk about the 10th installment. So, which is the final one, which at this point they're just it's like
Remember when people said that the Fast and Furious 6 was going to be the final one?
Oh yeah. No, but I know that was supposed to be the final one, but then Universal made a contract will give you 3 more. And then after 8 there were like 2 more. So there's just like that's why the 8 was like the fate of the Furious. But they'll stop at 10. They'll stop at 10. That's mostly what I think they're gonna focus on after
Really? So they're
after
gonna
10.
continue the story?
The story. I don't know. This is my speculation. I think what they're doing is they're doing the main thing, then they're gonna do a spin-off, then they're gonna do a main one, and then they're gonna do a spin-off again, and then they'll do the 10th one. Because right now between 8 and 9 they had Hobbs and Shaw. Which in it of his own was, I guess it was a good movie. I still haven't watched it. I mean,
I seen it.
It
was entertaining. It's just wasn't what I like. It was a spinoff that you didn't really want or I asked for.
Yeah.
So like you get to see it and you're just like, okay, it's good to watch and stuff, but you're like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You have to basically watch it.
Eventually, I'll watch it just so I could,
I enjoyed it.
Get my movie critiques out of it.
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, but
we said that on point.
but you see, they did that between 8 and 9. Yeah. So now 9th is supposed to wrap up for I think May of 2020.
So
it's supposed to be released. So I think if I'm not mistaken, right after that, if they're not already filming or already in the beginnings of pre-production for another spin-off, whatever that may be.
Just real quick, talking about movies coming up. I remember you telling me that they're thinking about creating another Matrix movie.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah. Did y'all hear about that?
No.
Yeah, with some of the original actors.
My Matrix.
No, I heard.
Yeah, hold on.
Let him. This is his.
My Matrix fans, dude. I'm a serious Matrix fanatic.
He's a huge.
Go
Matrix
for it.
fan.
So this is where I kind of am treading on whether they do this or not.
It's okay. That's why we on a podcast.
Yes, sir. I'm rooting for it because I love the Matrix, man. I love the Matrix. It was the most innovative film ever to be pushed out on the major pictures.
Wasn't it the first time that they like implied like slow motion?
And the way they had it. It's not the first time that they implied slow motion. It was the first ever recreation. They created this elaborate system. It's basically a circle. They would rig cameras and then synchronize it, each camera to take a picture, like revolving in a circle. So when you get like that bullet time was like the first time that was ever done was in the Matrix.
That's what
I give props to Wachowski because they created something from nothing that's never been done before. They were innovative in that. So essentially what they did is just have a bunch of sequence cameras, and they timed it to where one camera would either take a picture immediately after or just before it to make it look like it's going faster. Yeah. So like when you get that slow and then you speed it up, that was all they just spliced all those pictures together to give it that time.
So it was taking like
So, yeah.
pictures like every millisecond.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah,
it wasn't,
dude, it was just
basically
like
it wasn't slow motion. It was actually just very, 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 very fast.
Yeah, it was
images
just
put
sequence.
together,
It's all it
and
was. It was just a
sequenced so
sequence.
that it looked slow.
Yeah, so what they
just
do
hit
is
the
just one
mic.
picture, one picture, one picture, one picture, and then like then they start doing 30 like pictures all at the same time. Like, but yeah, what were you gonna say?
Are we recording?
Yeah,
recording.
we got
Come
this.
on.
None.
The
Okay.
reason why he asks is because sometimes the camera shuts off after like a certain amount of time. So
Yeah. So
it's
we're
a safety
pushing.
feature.
We're pushing 25 minutes. We might go a little bit over. That's
I
totally
mean,
fine.
That's fine.
Yo,
That's totally fine. We're rolling.
If
That's
we
fine.
gotta talk, we gotta talk, man.
I mean, we came with heat. So
Yeah.
we gotta
So
Yo, all right.
okay. So this where I was going with this is that I'm kind of like treading whether they what story they're gonna go with because if after the third one, third Matrix, Neo dies obviously, right? Trinity dies, but those two people are coming back. They have already signed with Wachowski. I think it's Lana or Lana Wachowski is the one that's gonna do it. And so so they signed back, with them, confirmed that they're gonna return, but.
Wow.
How does that story go? Because
maybe it has something to do.
To me, it could be something like they're gonna play, like I guess, avatars inside the Matrix.
Maybe.
Not necessarily in the real world. They're just avatars within the Matrix. So I guess a coded kind of like how the Oracle was just not a real person, but it was a program.
Camera guy.
Is it considered a sequel or is it like?
No, it is. It's part 4.
guaranteed
Yeah,
sequel,
it's.
Because I thought because since they're both gonna come back, I thought it was gonna be like a reboot kind of thing.
No. They're doing
Nah, if
no.
they
They
come back,
confirmed.
they
They
can't
confirmed
be a
it's
reboot.
gonna be the 4th installment to it.
Wow.
So yeah. So and then that's another fear of mine is that it's been I don't know how many years. It's been a couple years already since they did the third one.
Over a decade?
I don't know. I don't remember the day.
Back when
the
Keanu
date
did
again.
the half facial.
But he kind of still doesn't. But it's patchy. But I'm not gonna say anything because I can't even grow it. But but yes. So it's really interesting. I haven't heard anything of Lawrence Fishburne returning or the guy who plays Agent Smith. So
didn't you have
I
a
don't
theory
know.
about Morpheus?
I had an idea. Maybe Morpheus can be like, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't even know.
No,
I've heard a couple of
because
theories.
I remember like we talked about this briefly before, and like I remember you saying something like how Morpheus was never like shown dead.
Yeah, no, it ended with him going back to Scion.
Exactly. So like, what if? I don't know. Like, I don't know enough, but like, what if the 4th movie revolves around like
Morpheus?
what he's did over there? So
I don't even know, man. Like I really,
there's a lot of
really
potential.
hard. It's really hard to even pinpoint because machines are no more.
Yeah.
Or, I don't even remember. Did they die? I don't even remember if they died.
What I remember was like they were crawling up a mountain.
It's been a fat minute.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. It's been a while since I watched it, but I do know that Neo's version of the Matrix was the 6th iteration. So Neo is a recurring character. There's been multiple Neos in each Matrix because he was the one anomaly, the one integer, the extra integer of people who believe in it, who accept the Matrix, and people who don't accept the Matrix. So he was just kind of like that one to reset the Matrix, because the first Matrix was a paradise, and humanity did not like accept it. They knew it was like this is fake, so they would reject it, and that would cause a problem. So then the second version they did a horror, like a horrible place. It was like ultimate hell, and then people obviously didn't like that. So then the third iteration was something different, and each time they tried to change something. So the 6th iteration was obviously what we saw on film. So at the end of the third one, the Revolution, when the Oracle's sitting down and that little girl, the little girl was the one that created the 7th version. So I'm speculating that they're gonna go based off of what she created, and she was the one that met Neo inside the train station when they were like in between the real world and the Matrix. She was there speaking with Neo, So maybe she kind of brought Neo back as
like an avatar.
as an avatar,
Yeah.
just to, for her
Familiar
sake.
face?
Yeah, for a familiar face, and maybe the avatar version of Neo asked for Trinity for his love, back, and maybe she created. I really don't know, but I'm actually
knows?
super excited. They're actually, I think they start production next year.
Next year?
In 2020, September
Wow.
September
So the movie
2020.
ain't coming
So
out for
yeah,
some time.
yeah, it's not gonna come out till about 2021.
I guess that's good. This is gonna be a hot topic.
Yeah.
They're
You
gonna
know
release
what?
more information as
It's
time
gonna
goes
be
on.
so hard to follow up the trilogy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they've added it to on Hulu and I think on Netflix, but
Yeah.
so
It
I would
definitely
just
deserves a
rewatch. Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
I'm gonna
rewatch it.
definitely
That was
rewatch the
scary.
trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah, I would rewatch the trilogy because, and I would do research. Try going and watching if you want to get into it. Go back and watch the Animatrix version of it, because that gives you the prequel, I guess. What led up to for the scorched skies? Why
Yes.
the cities get destroyed? Why are they living underground?
Yeah.
All that other
Like
stuff.
what he was explaining with the red pill, blue pill.
It's kind of where he kind of explains, but Morpheus touches lightly on it.
Yeah, and he's like, we don't know,
yeah.
but we don't know who struck first, but we know that it was us, the humans, that scorched the sky.
Scorched the skies,
Yeah.
exactly, and basically block the sun. Because the idea was that
That's the sun was gonna be, the life source for the
robots.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the robots would take solar power. And then that's how they would, charge their batteries. But then, since we scorched the skies, they decided to take us, and then, which is insanely weird because we don't really generate that much energy. It's better to just find batteries, and you have better luck with that. But it is science fiction. But
yeah.
But that's generally where the Matrix starts. But I mean, I'm excited for it.
I'm hyped for it.
Hype.
I don't remember how old this announcement was, but I had heard somewhere that Michael B. Jordan was like under consideration for a young Morpheus.
It could be. I mean, I really don't know.
Yeah.
Because it all depends on how they do it. Maybe they'll do. They'll start off with Morpheus' story.
Yes.
How did he become, the one to find the one?
I would enjoy that. A lot.
How did he first know about leaving the Matrix?
Yeah.
How did he find Sion? How did he get the Nebuchadnezzar? How did he get up to being Captain Morpheus?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all interesting.
It really is.
I mean, there's an infinite amount of potential.
I mean, yeah, the story can honestly go
it could
either
go
way,
any direction.
any direction.
Yeah.
So,
And what I like most is that the original people who wrote it are going to be the ones writing it, which is
Of course.
Lana and I don't remember the other ones, but the
The
Wachowskis.
Wachowski twins, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, the twins.
But yeah, I mean, I'm
yeah.
into it. I'm into it. I'm waiting for it.
How much time have we been running? I'm pretty sure we probably passed our.
We're like 34
mark.
minutes right now.
Alright.
Past our mark.
Well,
Yeah.
You know
Alright,
what?
I guess we need to start wrapping things up then.
Let's
We
finish
could go
up
on
with
for hours. I
we
think.
could, but let's finish up with 2 topics, yeah?
Yeah.
Two
All right.
topics.
So
Hold up, I'm interested. What 2 topics?
all right. So which ones do you want to do first?
Speak.
Disney Plus or
I honestly feel like we should save those topics for a different time. Because we're gonna end up getting to Star Wars, and then we have someone who is part of the Geek Guild. Oh, my bad. Forget. I forget. I was comfortable. We have someone that's part of the Geek Guild who knows a lot about Star Wars as well, but she ain't here right now.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Just look.
I would like to say
look
Star
forward,
Wars related
yeah.
stuff with that, because when it comes to debate, I'm out of the people that are currently in this room, I'm the one that's the most into Star Wars
Yeah.
lore, and then she could rival me, back me up. Or
Yeah,
argue
she's
with
really,
me about
really
it,
good
so.
when it comes to
so-
She's
Star Wars.
very knowledgeable about her
We're
source
ready to-
material and
yeah.
the book material.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
If you don't know, Star Wars is my stuff. It's the number one thing I'm into. Second is Dragon Ball. So
Yep. So, I think I don't know. Do you want to just leave those topics for next
I
week?
believe so. We could save like the Disney Plus stuff and
Yeah.
some other.
Because there's a
overall-
lot to uncover.
What's the
Like,
second one? You said you had a second one.
Yeah.
basically just trying to give no spoilers to the Joker.
No. That's gonna deserve its own little.
Well, I
segment.
do want to say, if you are saying that this is a good, a good movie, I wanna, applaud DC for a return, cause
Jesse,
to be honest, I
let
think
me-
it's my favorite DC movie.
let
out
me
of, like,
tell
the
you.
recent stuff.
Right. Marvel said get all the superheroes together.
Heroes?
DC said release the clown.
yeah.
My guy. My guy.
Marvel, get all the heroes.
Joaquin Phoenix was brilliant. And the direction. Todd Phillip, I
Yeah.
I was having my doubts because that's, the director of The Hangover.
Yeah.
Right.
The only negative thing I could say about it is that it is kind of controversial, and I guess like the way it just shows the story. I can't really say that much because I don't want to give away any spoiler, but like I could see some people why they might not like it, why the critics didn't like it, because it could be kind of controversial what they say it might promote. But I think that's just how that story has to be told.
I think that's just 100% storytelling. That there's not.
there's no hidden
there's
agenda.
Not really yet.
There's no hidden agenda, propaganda that
They're not trying to like portray a message or anything like
And
that.
No, it's
if
just-
it
it's
was
storytelling.
and if there was an agenda,
it's like Game of
it
Thrones
was not
and
that.
their storytelling.
In
They're
fact,
not over
if
here telling you.
anything, they're trying to bring awareness to,
A cause,
mental
yeah.
diseases and trying to nip it at the bud.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything,
If
Yeah.
anything,
right? But I will tell you,
because it's like the worst case scenario.
brace yourself.
It's a ride.
Oh no, man. I'm looking forward to
Like
watching
it's more
it.
entertaining than the Joker ride at Six Flags.
God. It's just that's another subject with. I never understood that though. Where they go rides based off of I know it's all part of
Like the
licensing and stuff
theme
like that.
and the-
Oh,
But
no,
it has nothing to
yeah.
do with roller coasters. I guess in a wordplay way, you can say it was an emotional roller coaster. The way that ride is. I mean, it does take you on a.
All right, hold
It
up.
does take you on a wild ride.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Look, all right.
It does take you on a wild ride.
By
just
the
like
way,
just like Joker's emotions is just a roller coaster.
No,
Stop.
just stop.
The ride isn't
Stop.
going.
you want to? Ah, man.
Okay. Yeah, but I gotta watch it before I give my any
Yeah, that's
input,
true.
input
Yes,
on it.
of course.
Of course.
Um,
The ending.
That was.
That, nah, just
Let's
just
not.
just
let's
look
not talk
in my
about it.
eyes and you know what I want to say. All right. Anyways,
then, like I
just,
said, just call me Joker. And bink. Roll credits.
Let's not do that joke
no,
again.
nah, if that's how it was. Yeesh.
No, but I
We would have had.
I
would.
applaud. I gotta.
credits.
Let's see how it does in the box office.
It
Before
almost-
I say
The opening day or the opening weekend for the Joker, it did almost did as well as the Dark Phoenix's run in its entirety.
Yeah, but the Dark Phoenix.
But I'm not saying how the movie itself did. I'm saying
Yeah.
how the box office.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, so you're saying the entirety of Dark
Yeah,
Phoenix
just that weekend.
run,
Just that
just
weekend.
that weekend they made it. Okay.
It almost
reached it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I guess that is a.
Okay, we're actually
good thing.
pushing like the time limit, so let's just try to wrap things
All right,
up real quick.
for sure.
Thank you guys for watching. Like again, like, comment, subscribe. If you have anything you want to talk with us below in the comment section, anything that we said you want to argue with, a debate, or whatever, just reiterate it on.
Yeah, if you have any topics you want us to go over, anything you want us to research and
Yeah, just
talk
go
about.
down below,
Give
go
us
to the
our
top
opinion.
comment section, type up something, let us know. We will respond. We got the YouTube channel
as
running.
best we can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as
as
well
best
as we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the YouTube channel running.
Yes, sir.
If you're watching this on YouTube, obviously, but if not, we're probably going to just share this on Facebook. Click the share button.
Mm-hmm.
Tell everybody.
Yes.
Help this community grow. And
Yeah.
anything else you want to say?
No, just subscribe
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
us.
comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
every
Love
time
you
we
guys.
post. Yeah. All right.
All right.
So
And so tune in for next time where I'll have some more hot topics, general news, maybe some more debate.
Effects.
And
Effects.
tune in next time on the Geek Guild. Shut up. I'm doing my monologue.
Oh my. What a prima donna. What a prima donna.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you guys.